Alright guys, it is Blockchain coming at you with another technical analysis update. For those of you who are new to my channel, my name is Corey, aka Blockchain. Starting off on my website, blockchainthatrading.com. The link is below. Biggest thing I want to highlight in there is a quick description of the exclusive Discord that we have in there for technical analysis, options alerts, and crypto alerts. So no matter what market you're in, we have you covered. So a little intro about us. The three different levels of membership between the monthly, yearly, and lifetime. Starting off on the yearly, you actually get the full six segmented trading class that I have that covers a lot of the trading essentials that I use in my technical analysis, so you can follow along with me. And then, of course, the #1 trading strategy that I use for free. Just fill this little guy out, and I'll send you a video demonstration on my #1 trading strategy that is consistent, profitable, reliable, and applicable to any market. So make sure you guys get in there and check it out, as well as with a couple testimonials here. So definitely get on and check it out. Hopefully I'll see you guys in the Discord. So let's go ahead, and speaking of which, I guess the Discord, let's take a quick look so that way you guys can see what's going on in there. So from a crypto perspective, we have KJ. He alerted us of a 122% gainer today. And then in the traditional markets, if you missed the last week, we have... Where is it? Where's his rundown? These are all the ones he had today. So last week he actually had like 3% or 3,000% confirmed profits from his calls last week. 2,000 the week before, 1,500 the week before. So just absolutely killing it. And then of course, and you can see some of our members' gains that we have here. So actually a couple option calls that I've had there. I had 1,000% gainer from my technical analysis that I posted. MDU Chow, sitting quite nicely with over 30,000% profit on some of his trades that he's been in. So all good stuff. So hopefully I'll catch you guys in there. But let's go ahead and dive into the charts. All right, guys. Let's go ahead and dive into the charts. For those of you who are new to my channel, my name is Corey, aka Blockchain, and I am a full-time professional trader, primarily using Elliott Wave as other indicators and strategies to help my areas of confluence, what I'm looking for. So we're starting off here on the Bitcoin chart on the weekly. Before I dive in, make sure you guys check out the link to the website, blockchainthatrading.com, as well as the exclusive Discord that we got as well, where we have news, we have professional traders in there giving alerts, technical analysis, all kinds of good stuff. So make sure you guys get in there, check it out. I do want to give a shout out to one of my most recent members. Where is he at? Right here. $1.371 million over the course of really 2020 to 2021. So huge shout out to MDU Chow. Huge congrats, man. Super happy for you. Take a well-deserved vacation, brother. So let's go ahead and dive into the chart. So starting off here on the weekly, a couple things I want to pay attention to on the weekly standpoint. And again, this is CME. So we are coming back down, and we did have a little bit of a test here of our fast moving EMA on the RSI, but we are printing a little bit of a sell signal here on the weekly as well. Now, generally we have a little bit of follow through whenever that happens. So if we go back and take a look at, sorry, I'm trying to drag the chart and that's not, there we go, and just wasn't dragging. All right, so if we go back and see prior history where we got it, so we had a sell signal print here, had a little bit of, a couple weeks of, not a lot of exciting price action, but same thing, results into a little bit of downside. Up here when we're super bullish, it's a little bit of a different story, but generally when these print, we do get a couple weeks in continuation, if not consolidation to the downside. So that is something we need to pay attention to. But we are also finding some support here on our fast moving EMA, as well as the R2 here on the weekly as well. We did drop out of the bullish control zone at the 60, so RSI is still out a little bit, but we do have a day and a half of the CME before we have closure on that. If we go out to the daily, you can see quite nicely the range that we've been kind of just bouncing around in. And with the daily side of things, really kind of the zone from 44K to 49K has been really our range on a daily perspective. And a couple of things we want to look at in regards to structure. I just want to point out that I'd really be looking at this as a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 right here. So that would be our completed 5-wave move. And from a correction standpoint, this would be our A, B, and RC. So if we're going to be super bullish, this would end up being a wave 1 overall. So wave 1 up, this is our 2, and then we're going to continue on for a 3, 4, and 5 up to all-time highs. So we got a couple big hurdles to get over before that happens, but you can see we came back down, and on the daily we did test the top of the bearish control zone and got a nice little bounce off of it back inside the volume band and back above our EMA. We did get a nice little green dot for a positive money flow, as well as a nice little buy signal here. VWAP is still curled up, so daily does still look quite healthy. BBWP is completely on the floor, which just means we're having contracting volatility, so we should have a pretty large move coming up, I'd say in the next, probably within the next week, I would think. So for daily, things are looking like it wants continuation to the upside, but of course we got to get above 49 and 50, probably maybe even 51K, have a higher time frame closure above that. And I would say probably I'll look at a daily to come in and set another higher high, and we could be potentially looking at a little bit of a divergence play as some of these go through, but not quite confirmed yet. But I mean, even from boom, 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 you can see the RSI is reset quite nicely. If we go into the 8-hour, same thing. We're just hitting that resistance point right now at 48K. And we are back into the bullish control zone, which is, we weren't there since the dump. So it's our first time back in since we had really that $10,000 move right here. And I know it's kind of funny looking at this chart because it doesn't look like that's a $10,000 move, but ever since we had the $10,000 move right here to the downside, that's our first time getting back into the bullish control zone, and we're about to get a positive swap on our EMAs on the RSI as well. Money flow, or I'm sorry, the VWAP is starting to curl back down a little bit, but money flow is still green, so we probably could expect a little bit of a correction or a little bit of consolidation, but really 48.5 right here is going to be fairly heavy resistance. With this move down, I would look at this as a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. A little bit of truncated fifth because the third wave right here was so heavy. So that could be our completed C. If not, then the bearish scenario, what we also want to pay attention to is that this right here is an A, B, and a C up. And overall, this move right here is an A, B, and we'd have another C, back down to the downside, probably retest the 40K if this does, find a rejection as a lower high. So all things we want to pay attention to, because we want to make sure that we're aware of the bull scenario and the bear scenario. But I think for me to be, stay bullish and have some of that hopium still is for us to get above really that 48.5. Then 50, then probably 51, and then set a new higher high. Ultimately where we got to go. So if this is the start of a new structure, if we go into let's go into the 2-hour. Really, I would be looking at this as a 1, 2. This whole thing is a 3. We're in the 4th right now, and then up again for the 5th. Let me go to a 1 hour. So I think we still have some higher highs to go on this particular structure here. But we'll look at this as a 1, 2. This whole thing would be the 3rd, 4th, and then a 5th up. And really just be a 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yeah, so we got 5 waves right there within the 3rd. So it'd be in the 4th wave. So we probably would have a little bit of a pullback and a bit of a correction here. And if we pull our fibs, where would that place it? Yeah, so it puts us right at the 618, which is perfect for a wave 3. Wave 5 would put us at a 49.7, and that would be, oops, go back over here, price label. All right, so 49.7. So I'm going to look for this wave structure to finish at a 49.7, and then we're going to watch to see what kind of pullback. If we do a 3-wave pullback and find support here on the pivot at 48.5, we could look at that as a wave 2 for continuation. Whether we come back down in a 5-wave fashion, then that means that we're going to start our C leg down, and we're going to look for probably set in another lower low below the 43K that we found support on. So important levels to watch, and those are invalidations. So hopefully you guys found this video helpful. And if you guys are not in the Discord, make sure you guys get in there. Hopefully see you guys in there so we can collaborate and keep you guys posted on positions. And wherever you're at in the world, good afternoon, good evening, and or good night, and I'll see you on the next video.